What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dtlf, back with another video, man. And today we got a special one, man. The first one ever, phone call Friday. I'll be taking live calls, man. Super excited to get in contact with you guys and be able to connect. We're gonna talk all things basketball, including the 75 anniversary list that a lot of players were snubbed from. We're also going to be talking about the Lakers, obviously lineups, rotations, and just anything basketball related or anything you guys want to talk about. I will be dropping the number as soon as we get enough people in here. But very excited, man. This is going to be a brand new segment. Every Friday, we're going to do the fan phone call Fridays, and we're going to let you guys take over the mic. This is the people's channel. So I also want to hear what you guys have to say and your guys' opinions on the NBA season, anything basketball related or even beyond that. We can definitely discuss and go back and forth. So hopefully you guys enjoy this segment. And I'm going to kick it off. And just as soon as we get about, oh, there it is. That's it. As soon as we get about 50 viewers, go ahead and kick it off, man. But we got over that now. So let me drop the phone number and we're going to start taking calls. Again, remember, if you guys haven't been aware, the NBA dropped the list. I really want to hear what you guys' thoughts are on players getting snubbed recently, right? I think it's insane, right? It's insane how players like Dwight Howard and Pau Gasol, Derrick Rose got passed over while players like Bill Walton actually made the list. So the phone number is right there on the screen if you guys want to talk about that or the rotations, the matchups tonight. Hey, what's up, Laker girl? What's up, everybody? Welcome. The rotations tonight as well. If you guys want to talk about that, we do face the Phoenix Suns. Both teams at the moment are 0-1. Okay, and so it's going to be a hard battle tonight. We definitely want to talk about potential lineups, bench, rotation, substitutions. Anything Lakers related, it's more than welcome. The phone number is right there. It's 909-340-1463. Let's see if the line works. So if anybody wants to give a call, go ahead and do it now. It looks like we got our first caller. Let's see what's up. Hey, what's up? You're on live with DTLF and Laker Nation. Hello? Okay, make sure you guys have good reception as well, because if not, the call won't get through. We got to make sure we're in a good area, good spot, maybe outside. If you're in your house, you might not get a good reception. So we just dropped the first call right off the top. But let's see. Let's read some of the comments. He said, love the channel, Dan. Let's get this win tonight. I'm ready for it, Sean. I think tonight's going to be a very interesting game. For matchup purposes, we got all kinds of situational matchups we can go to, and then we have to stop DeAndre Ayton. Devin Booker struggled game one, so he's coming back with a vengeance. What's up, man? You on live with Laker Nation?
What's up, Dan? It's me, James, man. Great to see you back again, man, for the season.
Appreciate the call, James. How you feeling, bro?
Blessed, man. I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm over here just getting Laker Nation prep for tonight's game, man. Super hyped. I mean, what are you thinking of the rotation so far and everything, man?
Like you said in the last live, you're right. You want to make sure that Russell Westbrook has enough room to spread, to be able to drive and everything. You want to have enough spacing. So that lineup that you presented in the last live, where you have Russ, Avery Bradley, Kent Bazemore, LeBron, and AD, that's a great lineup. And plus, it's very versatile on the defensive end too, because like you said, it's better to have a better defensive lineup in your starting lineup rather than your bench, because we have more than enough scoring power off the bench to survive without much defense off the bench. And we have plenty of rim protection as well. So I really like those lineups that you brought up. And I'm just waiting for us to just get healthy, because I hear a lot of people sleeping on us right now. Everybody talking about the Warriors, which is well warranted, because the Warriors are playing well. But like I said,
they are.
This team is literally just scratching the surface, and everybody that's sleeping on us, they're gonna rule the day that they put us down, because we coming. So
I absolutely agree, bro. You know what? This lineup that we presented yesterday, do you think that could work tonight, since they're gonna go big with DeAndre Ayton, or do you think that's something we could save for the next matchup?
Honestly, I understand that you was talking about also before how with AD his weight gain and everything. I know that he's a little bit slower, but actually I feel like he looks pretty good right now. So I think like he's good enough to bang with Ayton. And I feel like it'll be great, because you have Avery Bradley and you have Kent Bazemore. That's plenty of defensive prowess to lock down with CP3 and Book. So honestly, I like it. I like it. Just in case, put Dwight, because like you said, I don't want to see DeAndre out there. The man's like a park car, like a fire hydrant or something like that. I don't know what.
Oh man, hey, we think alike, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you're spot on. I agree. I think tonight would be a good opportunity to test that new lineup with AD at the 5 and see how he really fares up, against one of the better centers in the league for sure. I agree with you. I think he would hold his own. And like you said, I mentioned this in the previous video. I think this lineup is better for defensive and offensive purposes because it opens up the floor. So absolutely, man. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling from Concord, North Carolina, man.
North Carolina.
Like I said before, man.
That's what's up, bro.
I've been a big fan from you for years, man. Ever since the Russ days, man.
Oh,
Everybody
man.
was calling him a bust and everything.
Yeah.
But I said, give him some time.
Absolutely.
And now look at him now. I'm going to continue to keep riding with you, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks so much for the call, brother, man. That's what's up. Hey, see, this is why I wanted to do this segment. A lot of educated fans in here, man. Keep calling in, guys. If your call isn't going through, obviously, because I'm on the line with somebody, but make sure you dial the number properly and you have good reception, man. That was a great call right there. I appreciate you, bro. And I appreciate the support as well, man. Always people showing mad love from everywhere. North Carolina. What's up, man? You on live with Laker Nation? Oh, again, make sure you guys have good reception or not. The call will drop. This app is a little better than the one I used to use before, but still it has to make sure it has good reception. What's up, man? You on live with Laker Nation? Hello? Hello?
Yo.
Hey, how you doing, man? You're on live.
Yo, what's up, Dan?
What's up, brother?
It's
What?
Richard.
Richard, where you calling in from, Richard?
The big Brooklyn, New York, man.
Brooklyn.
New York.
Oh, okay, Richard. So, are you a Laker fan or you a Nets fan?
Bro, I'm a diehard Lakers fan.
That's what I like to hear, bro.
I have family in LA, so
That's what I like to hear. Loyalty, man. Because most people from Brooklyn would have turned the page and they would have became Brooklyn fans, but not you, Richard. That's what's up, man.
Nah.
So talk to me, man. What you want to talk about today?
I'm thinking, would you see AD in the 5 tonight, or because to me, Frank Vogel is at the point where he can't be. I think I'm taking it as a head coach, always switching the lineup. It's gonna mess up the entire roster in terms of like chemistry issues. They already have chemistry issues, so I think he's gonna. It might make his job a lot harder switching the lineup every single night. Don't you think?
Well, you know what, Richard? I think we have to find a lineup that works first and foremost. I think
yeah, I agree.
If we just ride with whatever lineup we throw out there and then we live and die with the consequences. I mean, the upside of that would be you are building chemistry and camaraderie, but at the same time, you have to me, if I'm Frank Vogel tonight, would be a good chance to test that, AD at the 5. Or if you look at it from the opposite spectrum, it could be a chance to save AD from the 5 and then have another big body out there so that he doesn't get tired guarding Ayton, right? So you can go either way. It depends on the approach. What's your take on it? What do you think we should do?
I say if you go AD at the 5, you gotta give him 8 minutes and then take him out of the game. I don't want him playing the full first quarter at the 5.
The reason being, like, you're trying to save him from foul trouble, or
it's too early throwing AD at the 5 for 12 minutes straight. That's a lot.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think any of the starters should go 12 minutes straight. But you know what, man? I really didn't like what DeAndre brought game 1, and I know it's only one game, right? Let's see what he can do tonight. So I'm open to giving him another chance, but I'm also flexible on the whole. If Frank Vogel goes with a whole roster lineup change today, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah, you think that rookie Austin Reeves gonna get some minutes?
I think he should.
He's shooting, man.
I really think he should. I don't know if you saw my last video, bro. But
about him, man. I didn't see him play.
You said what?
They said really good things about Austin Reeves, but he didn't get much minutes.
Well, he looked really good in preseason. That's when this is the thing about Frank. He tends to go with the veterans more times than not. I expect Avery Bradley to get a lot more minutes tonight. based on what he showed last game. So
Yeah.
but
I have a
go ahead.
quick question. This is a hot take. With all these injuries, do you think someone's gonna get cut? One of these guards gonna get cut because of these injuries? Maybe the Nuns or the Monks or even Wayne Ellington. If Wayne Ellington don't play, or if he does play and don't produce, you think he might get cut so we could save another roster spot?
You know what? I think that's a better question for when everybody comes back healthy. I think for now we're keeping everybody on board, but I think as soon as the health starts getting better and we get THT back, we get Wayne Ellington, we get everybody back slowly but surely, then that would be a better question. For now, I don't see anybody getting cut for now, you know. But but I appreciate the call, brother Richard. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and take some other calls, man, because the phone is hot. It's blowing up. So keep calling, guys. If I missed your call, like I already missed 9 notifications. There's already been 9 missed calls while Richard was on. So go ahead. I'll take the next caller right now. Hey, what's up, man? You on live with Dan?
How's it going, Dan?
Pretty good, man. Where you calling in from, bro?
From Iowa.
Iowa? What's your name?
Bryce.
Bryce. All right, Bryce. Laker fan from Iowa, right? Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I like it, man. Talk to me.
I just got 2 quick things. First one is I don't know how you're feeling with Frank Vogel, because for me, honestly, his rotations are really, I think, is holding the Lakers back, because like he playing Rondo and Russ together, and that's literally just like asking for trouble. And I don't think DeAndre Jordan should be starting.
Right.
I think we should either have AD at the 5 or we should have Dwight, even though he gets in foul trouble. And I also want to know what you think about Avery Bradley. I think, I don't know, I think he could be getting a lot more minutes than he did the other night. I'll
tell you this, man. Those are all good questions, all of them, man. But let's start off with the first one. You talked about Frank Vogel as a coach. Look, I think Frank Vogel did a good job in the bubble. I think that was his best stint as a Laker head coach so far. The fact that he was able to have the cojones to put JaVale McGee at the end of the bench, because he was really soft in the first playoff series. And he was able to go with the more better player in Dwight Howard. So he kind of showed me that he can be a good situational coach depending on matchups. But he's also made tons of mistakes. I agree with you there. For example, last season, he really didn't give much PT to Montrezl Harrell. And when he did, he played him at the 5 versus bigger centers, right? Which we all definitely contested, and we all were conflicted with him at that point. Now, this season is still early. I think this is going to be a determining season for Coach Vogel. I don't think they'll fire him or even consider it. They just gave him an extension, right? But I think he would really have to wet the bed this year in order to even be considered fired or anything like that, to have those conversations. That's what I think about Frank. Now, as far as what was your second question again, man? My bad. I was so focused on the first one.
How about Avery Bradley?
Avery Bradley. I like what he brought game 1. Let's see if he can, if we, give him a steady diet of minutes tonight, if he can continue that, because tonight we're definitely going to need his perimeter defense. We're chasing after guards like Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and even, what's his name? Mikal Bridges or something like that. I don't want to butcher it, but they got some shooters out there, man. They got Cam Johnson, and Cam Payne is a little pesky punk too. So we got to make sure we fight him through the screens tonight. And I think it's going to be a good night to test Avery Bradley, give him 20 plus minutes. I like what he brought game 1, but let's see if it continues, right?
Yeah.
And let me ask you a question, man. I like it. You came in with the hot takes and the hot questions. I want to ask you a question now. What do you think of Dwight Howard being snubbed from the 75th anniversary team, man? I thought that was a travesty.
Oh, that was horrible. Out of all the people, like Klay Thompson and all them, he was the worst one that got snubbed.
Not only him, but whatever happened to Derrick Rose? We're talking about the youngest MVP in the history of the NBA.
What do you think about T-Mac and Vince Carter?
All of them got snubbed. But I mean, look, here's my thing: is that
everybody can't make it,
right? But when Bill Walton, I think Kendrick Perkins made a great point. Bill Walton starts making it over Dwight. Now you have to think: is it more of a popularity contest than an actual, rating based off of better player, right? So, yeah, I'm not happy with it, but through the history of the NBA, we've always had players, especially on the Lakers, that get snubbed, right? So that's my take on the whole situation, man.
Hey, if you got time, I got one more question.
Go ahead, brother. One more.
So let's say like halfway through the season, like if the Russ thing is just totally not working,
right?
Do you see any way that they would trade him?
It would have to be a very special situation. For example, the only way I even think that scenario even comes up to the Lakers front office is if Russell Westbrook wants out because his numbers are taking a hit and he doesn't feel valued on the team, or if let's just say somebody like Kyrie demands to get traded here and promises to get vaccinated. Like, it has to be a really special situation, right? That fits both sides. And I don't see that happening because, remember, Russell Westbrook is owed damn near 40 million, or maybe, I think, is it over 40 million a year for the next 2 years? And then he can opt out during the third year if he wants. He has a player option. So he's basically locked in for 3 more years. That's not a desirable contract for other teams unless they feel like he's a missing piece, right? And so for those reasons, I think no. I think our best case scenario is that Russell Westbrook, plays like he did last season with Washington, where he got off to a slow start and then he took off in the second part of the season. So for those, like, it's too early to talk trades, but I get it. A lot of fans want to see results, right? We want to see Russell Westbrook get out there and look like a shell of his OKC version, right? But we'll see, man. A lot of time left in the season. Thanks so much for the call, Bryce. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, bro.
I have a good one, man. So, I mean, a lot of great questions being thrown out here, guys. I got to tell you, it's interesting that people already bringing up the whole trade situation, right? The whole trade scenario for Russell Westbrook. Now, I think as far as that goes, man, I would say don't hold your breath on a trade for Russell Westbrook. Okay, I think Russell Westbrook is here to stay, guys, whether you like it or not. And I'm trying to like it. I want to see some good from Russ tonight. Let's take this next phone call. Let me see here. Hey, what's up, man? You're on live with Laker Nation. Hello?
What's up, beloved?
Hello?
What's up, beloved?
Okay, yeah, we're not even gonna entertain that, man. See, if it's a prank call, it's just gonna get hanged up on. He said, I like Westbrook, give him time. I agree with you. Happy go lucky. I absolutely agree. Keep calling though. Anybody who wants to actually put in the call, man, go ahead and keep calling, guys. I'll take your call as soon as I can. The lines are clogged up. What's up? You on live with the Laker Nation?
What's up, BTL? How's it going, bro?
It's going good, man. Talk to me.
Well, yeah, that's what I think should happen. I think Russell Westbrook should be more of a playmaker, like, pass first and not shoot like secondary. You know what I mean?
You're saying we should turn Russell Westbrook into a point guard first, like a
playmaker, like a pass first, shoot second type of play, like point guard. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the problem with that is that I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. That's why he looks tentative out there. To be honest with you, believe it or not, I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I said believe it or not, even though he's been missing shots, he's not taking a lot of shots throughout preseason and regular season. He hasn't really looked as aggressive to me. So I actually have the opposite opinion. I think he should be a scorer. That way, LeBron and AD can kind of, they're always going to be there throughout the course of the game.
You mean like collapse the defense?
Yeah. I think he should be a scorer first, playmaker second. Yeah, because if he's playing downhill, he's putting pressure on the defense, and that's huge. That's huge for us. We need somebody like that. We needed that third option, and we went out and we got it. So for those reasons, yeah. But overall, man, look, I'll say this about Russ. His body of work speaks for itself. I don't think anybody should panic. Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer, and he's not somebody who takes his job very lightly. So I expect him to improve as the season progresses. Excuse me.
Yeah, with the Bradley pickup, I think that was a good pickup. But at first, I was kind of iffy, he kind of like not betrayed us, but like left us in the bubble and then didn't sign with us. Instead, went to Miami, So I was like, I was on the fence about.
They just dropped an article about that whole situation, about why he chose not to play. I haven't read it personally, but I heard it's changing people's opinions. So definitely should check that one out, brother. Thanks so much for the call, man. Again, a lot of opinions, man, a lot of different takes going out there. Now, some people are patient. Some people are gonna, wait for Russ to come around. It could be tonight. Tonight, Russ could come out here and drop a triple double, and people will forget about game one. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? But overall, like, yes, I get it. Yeah, he had a atrocious game one, and I understand people are concerned. What's up? You on live with Laker Nation?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, this is me, Darius.
Oh, how you doing, Darius?
I'm doing good. Finally, get to hear you.
Where are you calling in from, brother?
L.A.
LA. All right. So talk to me. What do you want to talk about today?
Just talking about the season in general, like, just seeing how, so what's the, I got a couple questions. So what's the Lakers' strategy against, Phoenix? Like, what's their, are they going to get their, like, revenge against them from last, playoffs?
I mean, yeah. I mean, tonight we have to come out here and play hard, man. We have to make sure we don't get out rebounded like we did versus Golden State. Now, again, credit to Golden State. Golden State is undermanned and they're playing extremely hard. But they can't, having a team as stacked as we have and with all the size and everything, we can get out rebounded. I think that's number one tonight. If we give up second chance points, you're going to get, all kinds of, second chance 3-pointers and layups and dunks. Then that's a recipe for disaster, especially because we're going out on the road where Phoenix plays better at home. Now, as far as, cross matchups and all that, we're going to need Russ to really put pressure on Chris Paul or Devin Booker, whoever's guarding them. They're probably going to switch it up, all night long. They got plenty of wings, but I think Russ has to keep the defense backpedaling. And same thing, LeBron and AD have to come out with the same energy and aggression they did in the last game. Those are the keys to me.
Right, because mainly, I would say, like, the Lakers need to, like, if it's, like, a close game, I would prefer the Lakers to, like, get the ball out of Devin Booker's hands. Because I remember this, like, last year when the Bucks played them. I said this, like, when I was watching the game. The Bucks got to get the ball out of his hands, like, force a double team and a turnover. Right. And look what happened. Like, they actually gone and did it.
Yeah, no. The thing about Devin Booker is he can be rattled. We've seen it throughout his career. He could also get hot quick, like he did versus us, when we were injured in the playoffs. So you can't take him for granted, but you can definitely lock up Devin Booker if you play your cards right, right? Thing about Dev is as great as he is as a catch and shoot coming off a screen guy, putting the ball on the floor is not necessarily his specialty. He can do it. He can attack from time to time, but he plays in straight lines, not, like a superstar scorer that can get his bucket at any time. He's really plays off ball. Reminds me a lot of Ray Allen in his prime. Reminds me of that type of player. So the key is just, man, you really have to be on your communication A game tonight, and you got to make sure that we're out there and paying good attention to the perimeter, especially with Chris Paul. Chris Paul also dissected us in the preseason with this pick and rolls, and we struggle a lot to guard the pick and roll. So communication is key tonight. When we play these guys, man, that's just the bottom line with Phoenix. They're a great 3-point shooting team, but they could also go inside and they can slice you up with the pick and roll. But it's a tall task. I'll tell you this. I feel like tonight's game is going to be much tougher than the Golden State Warrior game, which hopefully gets us to elevate our game, because sometimes we take our opponent lightly. And that's what I feel like happened with Golden State. We locked up Curry, and then we thought, oh, this is going to be a walk in the park. And we took quarters off and like long stretches off, and that's what came back to bite us. But overall, I think the Lakers sometimes when we play up to our competition instead of down to our competition, we play better.
Yeah, because I felt like when I was watching the Golden State game, I thought it was going to be like a blowout, because they were like undermanned with no Clay.
Absolutely.
But I was just shocked come in the fourth quarter when they won, and it's so disrespectful how fans already turn on Westbrook. I'm like, he's gonna get better.
Right.
First game jitters.
Absolutely, I agree with you, man, and thank you so much for the phone call, brother. You're right. I mean, look, I'm glad some of you guys have your head screwed on properly. And by the way, my mistake. It looks like we're playing in Staples Center tonight, so that's my bad. But look. Like my man said right here, it is really messed up how a lot of people have turned on Russ. I think, we haven't really seen too much from him preseason. We saw maybe one good game where he had 18 points and he looked aggressive. I think that was a very small sample size. So I get why people, are desperate to see him ball out. I understand that. But at the same time, we do have to be patient. Again, 11 new players on the team. It's not going to be a walk in the park, guys, at all. It's not going to be something that you just, it's not something you take for granted. You have to work in these players and make sure that they do, what they came here to do, and they have to get comfortable. For example, when Wayne Ellington comes back, we're going to need him to really step up in the shooting department, and hopefully his defense can hold up. If not, he's probably not going to sniff the starting lineup. So we need everybody to play their role and buy in and be what they call star within your own role, right? But I want to shift gears a little bit. We basically covered Russell Westbrook already and some of the rotation topics. Now I want to talk about something outside of Lakers right now, and I want to see what you guys think. Make sure you guys call in. What's going on with the whole Ben Simmons situation? Who do you guys believe is right and who is wrong? Do you guys fault Ben Simmons for being too soft, or Joel Embiid for being harsh on his teammate, or both Joel and Doc Rivers, or Daryl Morey's fault for not, moving quick on the trade? Who do you guys believe is at blame here, and what would you guys do if you were Philly, man? I'd love to hear from you guys on the topic. If you guys can, go ahead and call. Phone numbers on the screen. Go ahead and take this call right now. Hey, what's up, man? You're on live with Dan.
Hey, Dan, it's Christian from Las Vegas.
Christian, nice. How you doing, Christian?
I'm doing well.
Good to hear it, my man. So what do you think of the topic, man?
I think Ben Simmons is in the wrong. I believe everyone else is in the right, and I think he was being a little bit too soft. He's in this situation because he's too stubborn to make a jump shot in the first place. Like back when LeBron first came into the league, he couldn't shoot, but at least he took them. At least he took them, and he had,
right.
He wanted to take a shot. He wanted to get better. But I don't see that in Ben Simmons.
Right, absolutely. No, I understand that. Now we have to remember, Ben Simmons is a different breed. He's the first. I believe he was the first overall pick from Australia, right? So there's a lot of pressure riding on his shoulders. I understand he has the world of talent, but what is this, year 4, year 5 already? And I feel like you're pretty much getting a glimpse into what his ceiling might be. If he doesn't add a jump shot, he's a glorified, 6'10" Rondo, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But
here's the thing, though. At least Rondo can shoot now. Rondo, he can't. I wouldn't say he's like JJ Redick, but I would say you can't leave him open. You have to kind of respect that.
Well, yeah, the great players add something to their game, even when it's late in the career. Remember, Jason Kidd wasn't the best shooter early either, but he added it later.
Even the great Kobe Bryant said, "Hey, he has to add a jump shot to his game, or else he's going to regret it." And he's 100% right about that.
Right.
And it's not even just shooting that he's not proficient in. He's not aggressive. Like, did you watch the Sixers Atlanta series?
Yeah. The Sixers Atlanta series? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I mean, he was passing up layups. That's tough, right? But
yeah, he's passing up layups and dunks, especially when he had Trae Young on him.
Right.
He passes it out.
My only concern with that whole front office is they pretty much chose Joel Embiid to build around, which is fine with me. But they're asking for way too much in return for Ben Simmons. And as long as they drag out this situation, it's going to be another waste to Joel Embiid's career. Like this is going to be a wasted year. They're no longer contenders with all the distractions going on early unless they make a quick turnaround here. But they have to look at the bigger picture. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses in order to move forward. And that's why I think they're equally to blame in this situation. Like Ben Simmons is acting, really immature, and he's not being professional, especially with all the money he's getting paid. So I understand that aspect from the whole situation. But also, you have to remember, Doc Rivers threw him under the bus. Joel Embiid and him never really got along. So Joel Embiid low-key takes digs at him all the time consistently. I've caught him several times already. And and he just feels uncomfortable. So I kind of see it from his perspective as well. But I agree with you. I think the best thing to do here is just to be professional and show up to work, right? Well, we don't, we don't like our employers, but we work.
Yeah, you got to show up to work, and you have to at least try and put a smile on your face,
Absolutely.
At least take your phone out of your pocket,
Absolutely. Yeah, man. I appreciate the phone call so much, man. Any last questions?
What what do you think about the Kyrie Irving situation?
The Kyrie Irving situation, I think, is very it's a touchy subject because you don't want to offend anybody, right? But at the same time, I feel like it's being blown a little out of proportion because I see it from both sides. I definitely get it from the organization standpoint. If you look at Kyrie Irving's body of work and his past history, right, you're gonna be like, well, he's clearly in the wrong. He's just a diva, he's dramatic. He always causes a stir ever since he left Cleveland, right? So that's like the general consensus with Kyrie. But the other side of the spectrum is, listen, I understand that the mandate is there in place and everything, right? But I don't think we should criticize somebody's personal decisions as bad as the media has done. That's my only criticism with that. It's like, okay, you can go to his history and all that and bring all that up. But at the end of the day, this current decision he's making is for him and his family. It's almost similar to the whole Avery Bradley situation. He made a decision for him and his family, and people critique them on that, right? So,
speaking of Avery Bradley,
right,
we should probably start him tonight. If we're gonna win tonight, you should definitely start him tonight. I liked his energy when he came off the bench. He hit 2 3-pointers in a row. He's still a dog on the defense, Right. I believe if we're gonna win tonight, we definitely have to start him.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm not opposed to it. I mentioned, I don't know if you've seen my previous video, but I mentioned a starting lineup that I would roll out due to the injuries for now. And so you remember, right?
Yeah, AD, and then you want to run LeBron at power forward, and then AD at center, and then
What do you think of that lineup?
On small forward.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a pretty good idea, but I'm not sure about LeBron at power forward. It
right.
might be a lot for him to take on. That's nothing they can. It's just that he's pushing in age. He's
right.
about to be 37, and I don't know. I'd want someone him to be physical in the post. So if he's gonna do this, he's gonna have to be more of an outside type player.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing about LeBron is, I don't know if you noticed his first game, but he's already kind of transitioned into the post. His first game. I actually think that'll prolong his career because he doesn't have to be driving and cutting as much.
Yeah, similar to Kobe.
Yeah,
I get that.
Similar to Kobe. And also remember, there's not a lot of top-heavy power forwards in the league that will punish you on the block, like the Paul Millsaps of the world in their prime or the Carlos Boozers. It's not those type of power forwards anymore. There's very little of those type of power forwards. So I think
I just don't want someone like PJ Tucker. Or especially someone like Jay Crowder, how dirty.
Well, those guys are going to guard him regardless of the position he plays. They're going to guard him regardless, right? So I think since we're in such a positionless league now, that doesn't matter where you play him. Those guys are just going to naturally gravitate towards him like a magnet because he's the most unstoppable force on the court. But we'll see what happens tonight, man. I'm very curious to see how these rotations end up and what happens moving forward. Thank you so much for the call, man. I appreciate it, brother. But yeah, guys, man, great calls so far. I'm gonna take a little break from the calls. I don't want to ignore the comment section really quick. So put your phone down for about the next 5 minutes or so. He said, Braun is still driving like a bulldozer, can still fly at 19 years, year 19. Man, longevity is insane. We've never seen an athlete in any sport like LeBron James. And we've seen some very special athletes, especially through my time. But LeBron James is a different type of player. Year 19, and he's still a superstar, not just an all-star, a superstar. And some might say, including myself, still the best player in the game, just the way he impacts everything. If you notice, whenever he's out there on the court, good things happen for us. Whenever he goes to the bench, that's when you have to kind of hold your breath and hope somebody else can carry us. And that's why I think the coaching staff has to incorporate guys like Russ and AD and Melo to be more assertive and aggressive, especially when LeBron sits. When he's out there, let the game run through him. When he's sitting, because he will sit in spurts, that's when I think we have to take over. What do you guys think of that? He said only Brady and LeBron. He said, Dan, can you predict the Dodgers and Braves outcome? Dodgers in 7, baby. We're going to win the next 2 games on the road. Don't worry about it. Like I've been saying all series long, the Dodgers just play the best with their backs to the wall. And right now, that's exactly what is going on. Look at our bats. They woke up. So we're ready, right? All of our bats are starting to wake up, and we're starting to put up points. Let's just hope we can go on the road and continue that. But I feel like we'll be straight, man. Dodger Nation, back to back. Let's go all the way. And we obviously other guys have to step up due to the injury to Turner and all this stuff, man. But I think we have a pretty good chance of coming back, just like we have in the past. All right, I'm gonna take another phone call now. Let's see who's on live with Laker Nation. Hello.
Yo, what's
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, this is Miles, and we play Xbox together.
Oh, Miles, what's up, brother? How you? I'm glad you made it through, man.
Dang, for real, I'm tripping out. I tried to call, but I didn't get through.
Yeah, a lot of calls, man. We missed about 32 calls missed right there. So
Oh shit. That's
yeah,
crazy.
man. But hey, how's it going, Miles? Talk to me, man.
Hey, it's good, man. I just wanted to talk to you about the Lakers. How they doing?
Well,
What
I
do you
mean,
think?
it's only one game, right? We never want to have that knee jerk reaction to a brand new team after one game, but
Yeah,
I think they'll get it
yeah.
together.
Yeah,
I think a
don't wanna
victory
be no
tonight.
Stephen A out here.
Right. Well, I think a victory tonight will take us a long way, bro. There's no Stephen A's over here. You know, Stephen A he's
Yeah.
Mr. Hot Take. I'll give him that. He's interesting to watch just because he has a hot take every other day. But the problem with having a hot take every other day is that you're wrong 90% of the time.
Accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You see? But look, tonight I'm excited because if we can get a win tonight, and I think we can, if we play really hard and smart, I think it'll set us
I'm
in the
pretty
right
sure.
direction. You know, I think it'll set, the team moving forward.
Gonna
It'll
set
give us
the
some
tone,
momentum.
I think.
Yes. So tonight's one of those games where, okay, it's Phoenix. I think the matchup's a little bit tougher because they got some size, unlike Golden State. So we can't take too much advantage of them in the paint.
Well,
We
Golden
still can.
State does have that man, Steph Curry.
Right, but we kept them in check, and it was Jordan Poole who stepped up, right? But I just feel like, look, and I still think Golden State is a more dangerous team. I said it before the season started. I think it'll be Lakers, Golden State battling at the top. You saw what Curry did to the Clippers last night, right?
Yeah, I saw him and Paul George going back at it, back and forth.
Right. I didn't personally watch the game, but I saw the highlights. Man, this guy was on fire. So it made me feel good about what we did to him game one, right?
Yeah,
we
played.
We were able to hold them to 19 points. There's not a lot of teams in the season that are going to be able to say that. So, bottom line. But what do you think? Who do you think was the biggest snub in the 75th anniversary list, brother?
Oh, Russell Westbrook, hands down.
Russell Westbrook?
He didn't make it on there, or Dwight Howard.
Oh, snap. I didn't know Russell Westbrook didn't make it.
Yeah.
I thought he made it. Oh, my goodness. That is a snub.
He didn't make it.
Wow.
That's horrible.
And it continues to be a popularity contest then because Russell Westbrook, come on, man. He broke Oscar Robertson's record for triple doubles.
That's beyond me. Like, I don't understand whose list or what that was, but
this was definitely Schindler's List, man.
That's right.
No, I'm just playing.
That's right.
Nah, but
that's what I'm saying. I think Russell Westbrook has a mad chip on his shoulder.
People are saying he did make it. People are saying he made it though. Okay, that's what I thought too. You scared me, bro.
I was scrolling. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. No, I really thought that he did make it, man. So I think he did. People are saying he did. So I'm glad he did because I was gonna say, man, if you break an Oscar Robertson's records and you're not on there, there's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? But
that's my bad.
But players that didn't make it though,
I scrolled a lot.
Right, I'll give you a couple of names that didn't make it though.
I missed it.
There was no Rondo. Rondo didn't make it, right? I don't believe. There was no Dwight. Wow. There was no Dwight. There was no Powell. There was no Derrick Rose. There was no Manu Ginobili. Some of these iconic foreign players didn't make it. No Manu Ginobili, bro. One of the greatest six men we've ever seen. So yeah, there was a lot of. There was definitely a lot. T Mac got robbed. If my man over here,
I was
gonna
tell
no
you,
Vince Carter.
Didn't make it.
No Vince Carter. Klay Thompson got snubbed. Like, how do you have Curry not Klay there? That's crazy, right?
Yeah, he's like him and Curry are like.
Yeah, it's the Splash Bros.
Some of the best shooters ever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But the NBA never ceases to disappoint me with their awards. I think Jamal Crawford tweeted, "We should start our own list," and I think he's talking about NBA players, because they always go with popularity. Like Dwight should not have been snubbed. It's insane, man.
He's like one of the last true centers.
Exactly, and he dominated for all his time in Orlando, and he's still making an impact now.
In the finals. Oh yeah, without him and JaVale, I don't know about
our guy Pau Gasol was robbed too.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
And I was a little antsy because they didn't mention Kobe till I think like the final day. So I was like, wait a second, this is way overdue. What's going on? I almost thought they were gonna snub. I was about to go on a rampage while they snubbed my guy. I was about to go out there and start just beating people up randomly. Now I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, bro, these lists are always gonna disappoint. How the heck does Reggie Miller make it over Derrick Rose? You know, over some iconic names.
I can't. I don't understand how Manu ain't there.
Oh, by the way, Damian Lillard made it over Kyrie. A lot of people have made that a topic of conversation. Do you think Damian Lillard should have made it over Kyrie?
No, I do not.
That's ridiculous, right?
I like Damian. I don't think he is, a game changer like that.
I agree, Miles. Absolutely. Thanks so much for the call, Miles. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna be doing this every Friday, so
honestly, you kind of threw me off, but yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, bro. Let's run that 2K. You already know.
I got you, man. I got you. All right, brother.
All right, man.
All right. So, I'm gonna take one more call right before I get off the video, probably like around the 43, 44-minute mark. So hopefully one of you guys gets it in last. But I do want to say this about the 75th anniversary list. Man, so many great players were left out in favor of other like the Bill Waltons of the world, and Damian Lillard. As much as I like him, he really hasn't done much for Portland. He's a superstar, no doubt, but I think Kyrie's a champion. I think Kyrie should have made the list over him personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not gonna have them both on there, then you should pick the better one. And I think the better one, the more accomplished one in his career. I don't care about the vaccine and all this crap. It's clearly a popularity contest because he's going through that. They don't put him on the list, and that happened to a lot of players. So I'm a little disappointed with that. I'm gonna take last call coming in right now. How you doing, man? You on live with Laker Nation? Oh, looks like we dropped the call. Hello, you on live with Dan? Hello. See, if the call doesn't go in, guys, I'm just gonna hang up because there's so many people trying to get in. Last call coming in before we end the video. How you doing, man? You on live with Dan?
Hey, what's going on, Dan? How's it going?
Pretty good, man. How you doing? Where you calling from?
I'm calling right here from Colton, California, man.
Oh, what's up, bro? How you been?
Good, man. Just waiting for the game tonight. About to start in 2-3 hours?
Yeah, 2-3 hours. 2-3 more hours. I still got pre-game before, we're going to break down all the matchups and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Who you got tonight? Suns, Lakers?
Oh, man, Lakers. But I'm just, honestly, what you think of the first game, man? I'm not worried about Westbrook, but damn, he looked real bad, bro. He looked real bad.
Wait. So wait, you're telling me you're not worried about Westbrook, but he looked bad. So are you worried about
that? I know I'm not worried about him. That he's gonna get together.
Right.
He's gonna get it together. But the thing is that I think it's the rotations, the things that didn't work, and I think he should get it together. The coach.
Right. Well, a lot of people don't like him playing with Rondo. Do you like that or no?
I don't like him playing with Rondo, but I don't because they both can shoot. But I just think it's just the coach, bro, because we got good players. You just got to surround yourself. And you know what? One more thing that nobody mentioned, we need another center. We need a shooting center, someone that can at least shoot. And I think that will make us a lot better. We don't need someone, an all-star center. We just need somebody that can come off the bench and can shoot the ball at 3,
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to keep that roster open just in case Kevin Love or somebody like that became available. Do you have anybody else in mind?
Perfect. That'll be right now that I think of. Nah, not really, man. You know what? I think Gasol should help us a lot, brother. Honestly, even though I think he might be washed up.
Well, we're talking about power, Mark.
No, Mark.
Marc Gasol. Yeah, he didn't. I don't think he wanted to play in the NBA anymore. I think he wanted to go back to his to Spain and finish out his career there for some reason.
Yeah, I know he did. He said he did do that, but I think he would have helped us out a lot this year.
Right.
If he give him Westbrook, imagine Westbrook, Gasol, LeBron, and AD, and then I probably would have got Bradley in there. Not what's his name? Was not the other one? Not the small forward. The one that came from the Warriors?
Ken Bazemore.
Not Bazemore. So I would have got Westbrook, Bradley, and then I would have got LeBron, AD, and then Gasol. I think that lineup would be really good.
I agree, man. I was kind of hoping, we kept Gasol for the same reason, just to have a stretch big out there and help space the floor. But the beauty of that,
we need one.
Right? The beauty of that is, though, you can always move AD to the 5.
But you know, AD don't like to be going against big because he's fragile, bro.
Well, from what I'm hearing, he's willing to go 50% of the time at a big. So tonight would be a huge test if he accepts the challenge. You know?
Yeah, but they're gonna go at him, bro. And I don't think that's his natural position. Like for him, I don't think he likes that position. He'll do it for the team.
He doesn't like to bang around.
Yeah, he does it. And it's not good for us because you know how he is. He gets injured, and that's it. It's a wrap if he gets injured.
That's a good point.
We need one more center that can shoot the ball. And honestly, I think we're good, man. That's the weakest we have because you seen the first game that the bigs they couldn't spread the floor, so it clogs the lane, and LeBron is not going in, Westbrook's not going in, so it's not making our team better. So I just think we need that one player that center could come off the bench and then he could shoot the ball, you know?
Absolutely, bro. Hey, that's a good take right there, man. I agree with you.
I think that
we could definitely use another big for sure.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
We're gonna have to get one before the break, and I think we'll be all right, man. Just besides that, so when Westbrook takes the second unit, because Westbrook's gonna have to take the second unit because he's gonna have to get touches. So then that big that could shoot the ball will help him out even better. So you know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely, man.
Dwight is not gonna help him. Dwight is not gonna help him, or Jordan's not gonna help him. Dwight is a good defensive man for like Jokic and those other bigs that whenever we get to the playoffs could stop them. But the other games that there's bigs that can shoot the ball, we're gonna need the other big to come in and can shoot the ball for us too, you know?
Great points, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, man. I think another stretch big can take us a long way. Now, we did acquire a two-way big man. I haven't seen him play yet, from college, but
that guy from college, right?
Yeah, I really haven't seen him play at all, so I can't really make comment. But I've been hearing he could stretch the floor. That's
I seen. You know what? I was looking at the highlights the other day, and he could shoot, but he's not like a deadly shooter, you know?
Right. Well, I think the Lakers just need somebody who can knock down a 3 or 2 a game. That way they keep the defense honest, you know?
A proven player.
Right. Absolutely. I agree with you, man. And I appreciate the call. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, man. Take it easy, man. Enjoy the game later on.
You too, brother. Thanks for the call.
All right, man.
But you know what, guys? Bunch of great calls today. He makes a great point, though. Stretch big could take us a long way. Personally, though, I feel like we already have one on the team, and that could maybe he might not play the full game there at the 5, but I think if you move AD to the 5, depending on certain matchups, I think he can do just fine, especially since he added weight. But I do agree, if we add another one, a la Kevin Love or somebody like that, I think that could take us a really, 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 really long way. And I wouldn't be shocked if DeAndre Jordan doesn't find his niche on this team, if he eventually gets cut before the whole buyout market commences, all right? Because we're going to need some production there from that position. But thank you guys so much for the calls today, man. This was a great video. This is a great start to a Fan Phone Call Friday. We're going to be doing this every Fridays. If there's a game on Friday, then I'll do it a little bit earlier. If there's no game, then I'll do it later. That way everybody can get involved. I know a lot of you guys were working and you couldn't make the calls. But hey, it's probably going to be the same number. Save it on your phone and just have it ready. If the number changes, I'll put it on the screen next video. But make sure you guys continue to get your calls in, man. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys right here for pregame at 6. So keep it locked right here, All Things Lakers. Don't forget to smash the like button. And I'll see you guys as soon as, right before the game, 1 hour before. All right, guys.